Welcome to BeBrightTarot.ca. Like, subscribe, follow, Instagram, YouTube, and website. Thank you so much for joining today. I know there's lots of tarot options out there. So for me, what I like to use is the day-to-day messages of how tarot can help you be a certain way. How to deal with things as they're coming at you, and how you can adjust your awareness on a normal day-to-day basis. So we like to have some fun, pretty positive around here, so enjoy the reading. Okay, so we are going to dive into our month ahead reading for November. All right, the first card we're going to pull is our current self. How are things looking today? All right, and this card is the Chariot. So, Chariot has been showing up quite a bit for me lately. So, you've probably heard this message the last couple of readings, but Chariot is about leading, driving, steering the way, being focused and confident, getting things done. It's a very action card. You're on the path to success. You're willing to be in that driver's seat. And I think the big takeaway with this Chariot that I always try to remember is that we have to make sure we have enough fuel for our journey that we're on. So fuel is tons of different things. It's, do you have the time for this journey? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the energy? Do you have the emotional capacity? Do you have financial resources? All those things. So we have to make sure that we're always checking our fuel with the Chariot, because it is very action oriented, and we need to make sure that we can keep going and get to the end of the journey. Okay, so the next card we look at is what can we release from October. And this card is the Page of Pentacles. So this card is kind of all about learning, studying, planning, researching, being very diligent so that you can make the right decision or take the best path. But it's all about gathering that information and making sure you can do that. So because it's in a release position, I'm going to take this as that it's indicating that it's time to release that prep and learning phase and move into action. So we've done great studying and learning, and so now we have the skills. You're the best version of yourself at this moment. So it's time to move forward and implement what you've learned and take on that next action phase. So that's how I'm going to interpret the release of the Page of Pentacles from October. The next card is going to be the theme for November. And this card it's another court card. It's the King of Cups. And I guess kind of one of the main messages that this card represents is that people don't remember what you said or did, but how you made them feel. And so the King of Cups is amazing at being emotionally mature, compassionate, diplomatic, leading with your heart. They're very dependable, loyal, kind, tolerant, trustworthy. So this is the month to embody those characteristics. With a court card, you are sometimes looking at this card from, is this card representing you and what you need to be more of? Or is this also representing an influence of somebody else significant in your life for the month that is going to bring these things to you? So you can kind of look at it both ways. But in general, it's, being that diplomatic and compassionate and kind person. They're always providing wise guidance and just always supporting others to get where they need to be. So I would say enjoy some creative endeavors. Have some fun with some things. Let your creative juices flow this month, and just find a King of Cups to help you along the way, or be more like the King of Cups for November. So that's a great theme for our upcoming month. All right, so then the next card we look at is what can we focus on in November. And this is the World card. So this is kind of the accumulation of the major cards journey. So this is really the end of a significant phase, a project, a journey, and transitioning to the next one. But before we make that transition to the next phase, we have to just take a moment, celebrate your achievements, enjoy your abundance, go on a worldly adventure. And I mean, that doesn't mean globetrotting or anything. It could be just as simple as like exploring another culture, or going on a road trip to the next city. Like, just enjoy it, have a little bit of an adventure, celebrate all the things that you've accomplished so far. So we want to identify and absorb the life lessons from this journey that we've been on, whether it's just as simple as a little project that we've tackled, or if it's as significant as a new job, a new career, a new home, whatever that phase or journey that you're on. But we want to make sure that we're absorbing the life lessons from this journey. But remember that we've earned it, we've learned it, and we've done what we can to this point. So time to get ready for the next journey. So let's use November to do all those things. All right, so the next card is perhaps an obstacle we might stumble across in November. And this is a Three of Pentacles reversed. This card really is about a lack of teamwork, too much competition, scarcity of resources, all those things that can help us, that can impact the job at hand and it not getting done properly. So as an obstacle, how do we handle this? We need to take charge and make sure that everyone on our team knows what the goals are, and that the standards to get there are clearly communicated. We want to allow everyone the chance to be heard and listen to their input and make sure that everyone's involved and on board. And of course, we always just want to watch out for kind of a little bit of laziness, mediocrity, mistakes, sloppy workmanship, all those kinds of things. So those are things we'll need to stay on top of for the month of November. Next card is potentially a success we might achieve this month. And this is another pentacle, the Six of Pentacles, which represents a balanced give and take of resources. So sometimes you have to ask for help. I know for me, that's super hard to do. And other times you have to give help without that expectation of a return. So we have to have healthy, balanced give and take. We want to share our abundance. I mean, we've just, the world, we've ended a journey where we should have tons of abundance and things to teach others. And we want to share that. That's exactly what the King of Cups would do. They take what they know and they share that, and they impart their wisdom on others. So we want to share our spirit, our knowledge, our support, our time, our energy, and our potentially our money with others that need it. So we want to be generous, think random acts of kindness and compliments and favors without strings attached. So that potentially is an amazing success for the month. We just got to keep that top of mind for November. And the final card for November is the advice. It's just general advice on how to tackle all this stuff. And this card is the King of Swords reversed. So another court card. Now, this one is definitely a little bit more on the challenging side because the reversed King of Swords is very manipulative, selfish, tyrannical. Their motives just aren't very great. So, as advice for the month, one of two things: watch out for this within yourself or within somebody around you. So, we don't want to be unkind. We don't want to be harsh or judgmental. And we certainly don't want people being that way around us. So we want to watch out for being superior to others or power hungry, those kinds of things. So it could mean that we may just need to lay down our sword and step away from the situation. And we definitely don't want to engage in a emotional way without really just stepping back, finding out the info, finding out the facts. Just don't get caught up in something in the spur of the moment, because we could also be just very mentally exhausted, or the person that's maybe portraying these things are they're just tired, they're mentally exhausted, they're really just not themselves. So good advice: just watch out for those kinds of things, again, in yourself or those around you. So that's your month of November from BeBrightTarot.ca. Like, subscribe, follow Instagram, YouTube, and the website. If you'd like a more personalized reading just for yourself, of course, reach out. Love to hear from you. So have a fantastic November.